The Galactic Council's exploration fleet hung motionless in the void of space, their sensors trained on the massive structure drifting through the Outer Rim territories. Admiral Vex of the Alterian Empire studied the readings with growing unease. The vessel before them was unlike anything in their databases, a behemoth of dark metal and angular design that stretched nearly 10 kilometers from bow to stern. "How long has it been drifting here?" Captain Krell asked from his position at the tactical station. "Our historians estimate 5,000 years, possibly more," Vex replied, his scaled fingers dancing across the holographic display. "From the Old Wars period, when the humans first appeared in our galaxy," the bridge fell silent. "Every species in the known galaxy had heard whispers of the humans, a mysterious race that had emerged from the galactic rim millennia ago, waged a brief but devastating conflict, then vanished without explanation. Most believed them extinct, relegated to the realm of legend and cautionary tales told to young cadets." Commander Orna, the fleet's xenorchaeologist, leaned forward in her chair. "Sir, the structural composition is fascinating. The hull appears to be composed of materials we don't recognize. The energy signatures are completely dormant, has been for centuries according to our scans." "A derelict, then," Vex mused. "Perhaps we can finally solve the mystery of what happened to humanity." The exploration fleet consisted of 12 vessels, representing the major powers of the Galactic Council. They had been sent to investigate reports of ancient technology in this forgotten sector, hoping to discover artifacts that might advance their civilizations. The discovery of an intact human warship was beyond their wildest expectations. "All ships maintain safe distance while we conduct preliminary scans," Vex ordered. "Science teams, begin your analysis. I want to know everything about this vessel before we attempt boarding." For 3 days, the fleet surrounded the ancient battleship, their sensors probing every surface, every energy conduit, every weapon system. The ship remained silent, dark, apparently lifeless. The scientists marveled at the advanced technology. It could detect power systems beyond their understanding, weapon arrays of unknown design, and most intriguingly, what appeared to be some form of stasis technology. "Admiral," Order reported on the 3rd day, "we've detected life signs." The bridge erupted in excited murmurs. Vex raised a hand for silence. "Explain." Deep within the ship's core were reading biological signatures, faint but consistent with some form of suspended animation. "Sir, there might be humans still alive on that ship." The implications sent a chill through the assembled officers. If humans still lived, if they could be awakened and questioned, the scientific and historical value would be immeasurable. But there were also darker considerations. The humans had earned their fearsome reputation during the Old Wars for good reason. "Prepare a boarding party," Vex decided. "Full diplomatic protocols. If there are survivors, we approach as friends and scholars, not conquerors." Lieutenant Pike, the fleet's best xenolinguist, would lead the boarding team along with a carefully selected group of scientists and diplomats. They approached the battleship in a small shuttle, broadcasting peaceful intentions on all frequencies as they sought a docking port. The ship's hull was scarred by millennia of all micrometeorite impacts and radiation exposure, but the metal showed no signs of degradation. As they drew closer, Pike noticed something that made his blood run cold. Along the ship's flanks, he could make out the faded remains of text in what appeared to be human script. The letters were massive, clearly meant to be read from great distances. "Can you translate it?" asked Dr. Wells, the team's lead scientist. Pike studied the markings through enhanced optics. "It's archaic, but I think it says vengeance. And below that, remember Earth." The shuttle found an airlock that still functioned, cycling them through into the ship's interior. Emergency lighting flickered to life as they entered, suggesting some automated Systems remained active. The corridors were vast, designed for beings of human proportions. But the scale suggested this ship had housed thousands of crew members. As they moved deeper into the vessel, their instruments detected increasing energy. Readings. Whatever power source drove this ship was beginning to stir. Dr. Wells monitored the readings with growing alarm. "The energy output is climbing exponentially," she whispered. "It's like the ship is waking up." They found the source of the life. Signs in a massive chamber deep within the ship's core. Hundreds of cylindrical pods lined the walls, each containing a human figure suspended in some form of stasis. Most of the pods showed red indicators their occupants had not survived the millennia of sleep. But dozens still glowed with steady blue light. Pike approached the nearest active pod and studied the figure within. The human appeared to be male, middle-aged, wearing what looked like a military uniform. A nameplate on the pod read, "Commander. Blake, First Officer. Should we attempt to revive one?" Dr. Wells asked. Before Pike could respond, the ship shuddered around them. The lighting shifted from emergency amber to a harsh white, and a deep thrumming filled the air as massive systems came online. "The ship's powering up," Pike said, checking his instruments. "All systems are activating." They tried to retreat, but blast doors had sealed the chamber. On the walls around them, screens flickered to life displaying text in human script. Pike translated frantically. "It's some kind of automated message," he said. "It says, 'Perimeter breach detected. Unknown vessels identified. Initiating Omega. Protocol for Earth, for the fallen. Let none survive.'" The stasis pods began their revival sequence. The humans within stirred, their eyes opening after 5,000 years of sleep. Commander Blake's pod hissed open, and he stepped out with surprising steadiness for someone who had been unconscious for millennia. His eyes fixed on the alien boarding party, and his hand moved instinctively to where a weapon should be. When he spoke, his voice was calm, but carried the weight of ancient grief and limitless rage. "You made a mistake coming here," Blake said in accented galactic standard. "This ship was left as a monument to what you did to us. Now it becomes your tomb." Outside in space, the massive battleship's weapons began to charge, targeting the exploration fleet. After 5,000 years of sleep, humanity's vengeance was finally awakening.